Here we are again in Vincenzo's kitchen where something good's always cooking. And tonight, actually it's not tonight yet, it's right at dinner time. I wanted to put another one pan wonder here together. I'm going to make some sesame beef stir fry. And for those that have microwaves in their kitchen as well as the stove, it's always good to combine and use those to speed up the process because no one wants to spend hours and hours in the kitchen, cooking a meal. So here's what I've done here. I'm going to come out in front of the camera. You can see that I have my microwave here, and I also have my stove, and you can see the stove top. So what I've done is today, I've already taken some onion, some red pepper, some orange pepper, some yellow pepper, and I'm going to show you the size of one of these little bags that has the different colors in there, and I thought, oh, that's great. I'll get these instead of buying the big ones. I use them for several dishes. And so I cored them, got rid of the seeds, give them a good wash, sliced them down, and there they are in a bowl ready to go. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my beef, which was completely thawed out. I had already tenderized this meat before I froze it, thawed it out in water, so it gradually thawed it out. And now I'm going to take this, I'm going to put this in the microwave, because we're going to partially cook this to speed up the process. Alright, that's that. And also, I have some broccoli spears, which I also already pre-done in the microwave. And so these are just sitting in the bag ready to go. They're pretty hot, and we'll just use those. In my pan, I'm going to turn my heat up to about a medium. I'm going to add just about a teaspoon of olive oil here. But I am going to put in a teaspoon of beef bouillon. I'm going to let this just kind of melt a little bit. Then I'm going to throw my meat in there. While the meat's cooking, the microwave's doing its job. The broccoli's already here, and all I'm going to do is combine them after I take care of the meat right inside the pan here. So we're going to put the meat in there, which has been already tenderized, as I said, very thinly sliced. We're going to let that cook in there, and the juices will thin down the beef bouillon and almost make like a gravy. So when I combined all the mixed vegetables, they too will have that nice beefy flavor. Let me grab a fork because I work better with a fork. These are my pans, and yes, they're Teflon. They've been well used. You can hear the sizzle. This meat will cook up very nicely. I'm going to put the lid on him. So the point of all this is that you can use your microwave to do a portion of the cooking. Think what you're going to do a little bit ahead of time. Plan it out so that all you have to do is put it together, plate it, sit down, and you're ready to go, which is exactly what I did. And now is the time that everybody is harvesting from their gardens. This would be a great time to make sure that you give some patronage to the local farmers. Buy some of their tomatoes, some of their fresh produce. We've had a lot of rain, so there should be an abundance of corn still out there. Get some nice spaghetti squash, some purple eggplants. Tomatoes, there's usually an abundance of tomatoes about now. I know I have an abundance. I've already done up 4 cases of pints of spaghetti sauce and 2 of salsa. And both those videos are both on my YouTube channel. And you can feel free to subscribe, like and subscribe. Subscriptions are free. And as you can see here, we've got a nice gravy style cooked beef in there. Full of flavor, full of the juices from the meat. There was no fat on this meat. It was nicely marbled, a little bit on the thin marbling side. Now what I'm going to do is take my combination of the peppers and the onions, and I'm going to put them in there and mix with this. And this bowl is hot, so let me grab a little bit of a paper towel, put these guys in there. Mix them in there so that they get a nice coating of the flavorful beef au jus that's in there. You can see how nicely colorful that is. Looks great. While that's going in there, I'm going to put the lid back on that. I'm going to open up my broccoli spears here. Let them breathe. I want to drain the water off. And for frozen vegetables that you get in the store, 5 minutes on one side on the microwave. Flip the bag over, put a little sliver to let the steam escape. 5 minutes on that side, and you're usually good to go. Yep, very little water in there, which is a very good thing. I have 2 kinds of sesame seeds here. I have the black and the white, and I'm going to use them both. I like colorful food, I like healthy food, and I like quick food. Nice steamed. There's our whole bag of broccoli in there. We're going to mix this up. So we've got all kinds of goodness in here. We've got beef, and we have orange pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, some nice onions, some broccoli, a little bit of olive oil, some beef bouillon to make the au jus. This is completely gluten-free, very low carb. I'm going to put my lid on there for a minute. I like nice extra virgin olive oil. I use the olive oil in here because of the flavor enhancers with the vegetables. The other blended oils aren't quite the same. I'll use them in some dishes. I'll use them to fry in. But I want a nice Italian, olive oil. All right, we'll give that a minute here. Steam that, marry the flavors a little bit. I heard them say, I do, I do. See how nice that looks? It looks fabulous. Now we're going to take a little bit of our white sesame seeds and we're going to put them in there. And we're going to take a little bit of our black sesame seeds and put them in there too. Change a little mix up. You can see how nice that looks. Should be good and flavorful. Everything's cooked. Should have that nice beefy flavor. We're going to turn him off. We're going to slide him right on the plate. Smells just wonderful. And there you have it. Nice, colorful, healthy sesame stir fry. Can't wait to get into this bad boy. Alright, thanks for tuning in. I hope you find the video useful. Remember to like and subscribe. Be kind to one another. Help your neighbor if you can. Alright, signing off.